Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss is how to balance a chemical equation. We will be discussing the easiest way to balance a chemical equation. So here I have given a chemical equation, that is zinc plus sulfuric acid gives zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. The first step that you have to do is you have to write down the elements in this chemical equation. So let's write it down. So there is zinc, next there is hydrogen, so we can say hydrogen, next one is sulfur, and the last one is oxygen. So these are the four elements in this chemical equation. The next step that you have to do is count the number of atoms in left hand side, that is in reactant side, and also count number of atoms in the product side. Okay. So let's count. Here this is the reactant part and this is the product part. So here there is zinc is 1. There is one atom in zinc, so we will be writing 1. There are 2 hydrogen atoms. You can see here there is 2. So there are 2 hydrogen atoms. So we will be writing 2. There is 1 sulfur and there are 4 oxygen. So this is the number of atoms in reactants. And in product side, when we look, there is 1 zinc. This is zinc, so there is 1 zinc, so we will be writing 1. And sulfur is 1, so in sulfur side we will be writing 1. And there are 4 oxygen and hydrogen is also 2. Here number of atoms in reactants and products is equal 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4. So this type of equation is called as balanced chemical equation. So we will be calling this type of equation as balanced chemical equation. There will be chemical equation which are not balanced. We have to balance so that number of atoms in reactant and number of atoms in the product side are equal. So let's do an example. Here in this chemical equation we have given Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. This is the chemical equation. The first step is you have to write down the elements. So let's write down the element. Here Fe, the second one is H, third one is O. So we have write down the element. The next step is you have to write down number of atoms in reactant side and number of atoms in the product side. So first of all, let's write down number of atoms in the reactant side. So in Fe, there is only one atom. So we will be writing 1. And in hydrogen, that is H2, you can see there is 2 atoms. So we will be writing H2. And oxygen is 1. And so in the product side, when you look, Fe is 3. So we will be writing 3. O is 4. So O 4. And H is 2. H is 2. If you look here, the reactants and products number of atoms is different. 1, 3. But H is balanced here. But in O oxygen case, it's 1 and 4. To start balancing this equation. So it is convenient to start balancing the equation by selecting the compound which is having maximum number of atoms. If you look here, we can say that oxygen is having maximum number of atoms. So we will be selecting first oxygen in order to balance. Remember that while balancing a chemical equation, you can only put coefficient. That is, you can only add number at the front of the equations. So we have selected oxygen. So in this chemical equation, H2 is having oxygen. So we will be writing coefficient at here. And Fe3O4 is also having oxygen. So here we will be writing the numbers. So if you look at this reaction, the reactant is having 1 and the product number of atoms is 4. So in order to balance this equation, what we will be doing is, we will convert this 1 into 4. That's done by, when you multiply 4 with 1, you will be getting 4. So we will be adding 1 into 4 is 4. So we will be adding 4 in front of this equation. When you look at this reaction, the oxygen number of atoms in reactant side is 4. So we can say we have balanced oxygen. After this, we are going to move on to the next element. When you look at the next element, we know that iron is having 1 atom in the reactant side and 3 atoms in the product side. So we have to balance that. So in order to balance that, what we will be doing is, we will be multiplying 3 in the reactant side. So we will be getting 3. So if you look at this chemical equation, you have to write 3 in front of the element here on the reactant side. So when you look at the chemical equation now, it's all balanced. So let's count number of atoms once more. If you count number of atoms once more, we have, when you count iron, we have 3 iron in reactant side, yes 3, and in product side we have 3 iron. And when we count hydrogen, you can see that here number of hydrogen atom is also increased. Here we have 8 hydrogen atom. 4 into 2 is 8. So we have 8 hydrogen atom. So number of atoms in the reactant side have changed. So it's not 2 now, it's 8. And when you count the number of hydrogen in the product side, you can see that it's 2 itself. So it's 2. Next, when you count number of oxygen, you can see that it's all balanced. Here there is 4 oxygen and here there is 4 oxygen. So you can say that it's balanced. But hydrogen is not balanced here. So next step is, we have to balance this hydrogen. So now let's balance this hydrogen. So in order to balance this hydrogen, when you look at the number of reactant, it's 8 and in product side it's 2. So we will be balancing the equation by adding in the product side. So if you multiply 2 with 4, you will be getting 8. So that's how we will be balancing this chemical equation, by adding 4 in the product side in front of the hydrogen. So when you look at here, it's all balanced. You can see that 3 iron, it's 8 hydrogen, and when you look at oxygen, it's 4 oxygen, So now we can say that it's all balanced. So I believe that you guys understand how to balance a chemical equation. So now try balancing this chemical equation. and the answer will be given in the description box. Once you balance, check out the answer. So that's all for today, and if you like my video, you can like, share and subscribe. Thank you.